Hello, Steve White, Checkboy89 for Steve Arts89, Star Trek's alleged gatekeeper. Okay, so Strange New Worlds is getting a comic. I thought it was going to be an ongoing comic because it's an ongoing series, and they ended the Kelvin ongoing comic a while ago, so I just sort of assumed they would do, and they did, Star Trek Series 5, so I thought they would just go on with a Strange New Worlds comic, but this is just a 4-part miniseries. It's supposed to bridge the gap between season 1 and 2. I mean, they keep doing this sort of thing where they do some prequel comic that is supposed to have some relevance to the upcoming premiere or an episode of the show or something, and it usually just is throwaway and has nothing to do with it and you don't need to read it. So they should have just done some little standalone story, because they just promise people something that they need to see, they need to know, and then you read it and it's really got nothing to do with the story and you need to, like the Picard prequel that had really nothing to do with the show. I read the first couple of issues. I didn't bother finishing. I don't think anyone did. They actually delayed it, so the comic actually came out after the series started. It was absolutely pointless. So this one's starting in December. It's called The Illyrian Enigma. It's 4 parts. It's got 4 covers for the first issue. 3 of them actually look quite nice, but one looks absolutely awful. It's embarrassing. Looks like it's done by like a 10-year-old on their computer. It's really awful, but the other ones look really nice. Unfortunately, it's like the main one that looks bad. I think it's like cover A. Yeah, so as usual. I just, yeah, I mean, I like this version of Pike. He's really very different from the Pike that we saw in The Cage, so... But I do like Anson Mount's Pike, and I do like the characters on the show. The issue that I have with the show is that they keep retreading Star Trek stories and changing them, which makes it hard for Star Trek fans to actually watch it, because they can look at it and go, that's wrong, that shouldn't be like that. Whereas if they'd actually just gone and explored strange new worlds and did new stories, then it wouldn't rub the old fans the wrong way and the new fans wouldn't know the difference. So I don't know if they're going to do any better with a comic, but they had a great potential, a great possible future with Star Trek, where they could just go on and forget about Discovery, forget about the original series, do their own thing, but they just got just caught up in original Star Trek stuff, redoing that, retreading that, and Discovery stuff that people really wanted to be forgotten behind, it's left behind and forgotten. So yeah, I don't know. The art looks okay. The idea of a prequel to explain the next episode, like I said, it seems pointless because they really can't put anything in there that, is really important, because otherwise it would be in the show. So yeah, I'm disappointed because I thought they were going to do an ongoing comic, and I sort of thought, well, maybe that written by people that aren't doing the show might actually be a good comic on its own, a good Star Trek comic on its own, an ongoing comic. Because I've been getting Boldly Go, and I got the ongoing Kelvin series, and some of them were quite good. Other ones were just like literally retreading the original series episodes, but it's a different universe, different timeline, so it's okay, and a different universe, so it's okay. But Strange New Worlds is supposed to be in the Star Trek universe, the same canon, but yet they redo things that were already established, like the Gorn, and it just makes no sense. So it's impossible as a fan to actually enjoy it, because you're intelligent enough to know better and you have a memory and you can see when things are wrong and not working. So it's very difficult to enjoy it, and I was kind of hoping somehow a comic would skip all those issues that the series had. It doesn't look like it's going to. But yeah, I just want to talk about it for a minute, because I was wondering where the announcement was. I saw something about it, I saw some covers, and I thought, oh, they're actually going to do an ongoing Strange New World series, and I thought, well, that could be good. And then I found out, no, it's just a mini-series, a 4-part thing. Maybe if it sells well, it will lead to an ongoing series. But the problem with that is they're doing a series, so they try and do an ongoing series during a series. They're going to be too afraid to contradict the show or do something in the comic that then gets, invalidated by the TV series. So it is a bit tricky. So I can't understand why, but I think they could work around if they really tried. I think it might be worth it to see an ongoing Star Trek comic, because the Kelvin one was okay. But yeah, I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Do you think an ongoing comic series would be good for Strange New Worlds? I think it could work. But they really need to stop just retreading the original Star Trek stuff and doing their own stories. so both new fans and old fans can enjoy it. I think the potential's there, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to go. Thanks. Bye.